Hello, this is your girl, Queen Precious. I wanted to talk about us queens being the foundation of our family. And if we, as the foundation of our families, do not get it together as far as loving ourselves where we need to be, we cannot really encourage our kings and other queens in our lives as well to get where they need to be. I was thinking on when I was talking with someone the other day or some people the other day, and I was letting them know, we have to make sure that we are being that example of showing others how to love themselves. And that's the purpose of Precious Queens. I'm here to help you remember to love yourself. And if you don't know how to love yourself, I will be able to encourage you in the right way to do that as well. So I want you, that's why I always say, take 5 or 10 minutes every day to love on you. Love on you. And to figure out how to better yourself as a queen. As a queen, as I said, being the foundation of the family, we need to love ourselves in the way that we see success in our lives and success in the lives of those that we love. If we don't love ourselves, we can't do that. We need to make time to love on ourselves, self-care. Those of you that have known me for years, if in person or on social media, know that I'm an advocate for self-care. If you're not loving on yourself, you're not doing those things that you enjoy once in a while. Because I know as moms, wives, girlfriends, aunties, whatever it may be, as a female, if we don't take care of ourselves, we'll just keep running, and then we either won't show up to something, won't feel good, we might have an attitude, and the list may go on. Different negative things that can happen. So to make sure that that does not happen, and even not thinking on the negative side, you should love yourself enough to give yourself self-time, self-care, at least one time a week. At least one time a week. I didn't know how important it was until, I'm going to be transparent now, okay? Until I lost my husband. Next month will be 2 years that he's been gone. And I had to have counseling. And the young lady, and I love you, you know who you are. I thank God for her because she had to remind me who I was, because I had started forgetting who I was with so much going on and all of that. And she had to sit me down and just say, okay, you just need self-love. You need to be reminded of some things. And I was like, okay. So what I learned from her that she had to really teach me, she had to probably go through this for probably 2 or 3 weeks, is that I don't have to have self-care with others. I need to have, and I should have, self-care with myself, loving on me, doing something by myself. I used to do that before I got married. But when I got married, it was about spending time with my family and, encouraging them to do the things that they desired to do, and I would just support them. And my husband would say, okay, we're doing what we want, but what about you? You don't go out, you don't do anything. I thank you that you let me go and all this other kind of stuff. But I just didn't have a desire to do it. So my therapist, yes, my crazy doctor, whatever you want to call him, but she's not crazy, she's wonderful. She took time to reinforce to me almost every time she met with me, and I am so grateful. You have to make time for you. So my first thing that I did, I'm being transparent, I went to the movies by myself. And I remember making this recording, and I know she probably remembers this because I sent it to her. And I'm like, okay, I'm here. I was good in the lobby. I was good out there before I bought my ticket. Then I go inside and I'm sitting down. I was sitting down, getting ready. The movie few minutes before the movie starts, and I'm going, I don't know about this. Oh my goodness. It was like I started freaking out a little bit, and I'm like, why am I here by myself? This is not what I do. Not the movies. And she's like, it's okay, you got this, So I think I got rid of the video, but to me, it was funny after looking back at it, because I was really serious. I'm going, I don't know if I could do this. I'm by myself. I'm supposed to be here with another queen or a king or whoever, my family, whatever. And she's like, no, you need to learn to have self-care time by yourself. And I'm like, oh, that's not as fun, but I remember doing it before I got married. I used to do that. I could go to a restaurant, sit, and have a good time. But I had to get back to me. So what I'm trying to say is, queens and king, if you're listening as well, we need to get back to putting ourselves first. And one of the ways that I did it was going to the movies. And then the next time that I went to have self-care by myself, I went to Bahama Breeze. I don't know if you all know Bahama Breezes, but here in Florida, we have a Bahama Breeze. I went and I sat down. I enjoyed myself, flirted with the waiter a little bit. I'm not married, so don't judge me. So it was nice. I just sat there and I enjoyed sitting there, loving on me, having a good time, reflecting, reminding myself of how wonderful I was, because I loved myself, but I was in a situation where I allowed something, I'm not going to be specific on it, something to take away who I was, because I was pouring into this thing so much and it wasn't given back to me. And I was like, So after a while, it drained me mentally. My self-esteem, I was drained. And so I had to come back and say, hold up, girl. You Queen Precious, what's going on? So, I am so grateful for my therapist. She's my queen now. And, I'm grateful. I'm grateful because, I had to get back to me. So I'm on this journey to encourage other queens to make time for self-care. It is so vital. If you don't take care of yourself, okay, if you don't love on yourself, how are you going to love on somebody else? Come on now. How are you going to do it? There's other queens and kings that need you, that's depending on you, but you're giving them leftovers. You're giving them something that, and then it's not even the 100% you. You could do way more than what you're doing, but you can't because you're burnt out, you're tired, okay? And I can hear some of you now, especially those that are in ministry. If I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. And my question, I'm not going to say the ones that I talk to, but my question to them is, how did they get along before you got there? Really, how did they get along before you got there? The Lord knew you were going to take whatever day it was or is to concentrate and focus on yourself. So he's got them. Wake up call. I had to hear this myself. You are not God. You are not God. We are put on this earth to join our faith with others and to encourage them. But we're not God. We're not God. So we need to make sure that if we want to continue to do whatever it is for our family, our children, our spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, self-care. Now, once we get that situated, then you'll see our family starting to blossom and to grow and to be successful in different areas, because we know and we'll have what we need to encourage them to get where they need to be. I always say, this is my opinion now, kings can only go but so far without a confident queen in their lives to encourage them and to take them to the next level in their lives. Is that you? All right, this is your girl, Queen Precious. I love you. And I say these things and I'm hoping that it will empower you and take you to the next level where you need to be in life as well. Let's not wait until the children are gone and all of that kind of stuff. No, they can be more successful if you make time for yourself. I love you. As I keep saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. This is your girl, Queen Precious. Have a great rest of the day. Later.